The question is, are exes off limits to friends?
Did I love them?
Yes.
How much time did I spend with them?
You saw them 4 days a week.
Okay, but
You were with them for 3 years.
oh hell no, you can't smack my ass. Hell no.
See, I don't think it. Well,
I'm saying it has variables.
that's true.
You know
I
what
was
I
about
mean?
to say I don't think it depends on that kind of stuff, but I think I would be less upset. The more time I was in the relationship with them, the more time I would be. The more upset I would be if a friend was trying to date them.
I'm not worried about that. I'm more concerned about the investment. See, if I spend 3 or 4 years with you, I'm not saying that I'm cheap or I'm corny. I'm just basically saying when you invest into a relationship, then that makes it just that much more serious whether it worked or not.
That's true.
So if I invested, time more, and time goes around like the clock. So I don't want to say that, but if I pay for a lot of Ubers, and stop me if I'm wrong, Ali, stop me if I'm wrong, but if I pay for a lot of Ubers, and I pay for a lot of dinners, and hell, I even paid your cell phone a few times over the years. Yeah, I'm invested into what we have.
Yeah.
So to see somebody else sit there, and it's not about reaping the benefits, it's just the fact that two people that I was close to at the same time
Yeah.
done decided to cross the line. How does that affect me? Now, and I mean this, shout out to people who do cross the line, but I do mean this. If I find out later on that me and that person who had a wonderful time together, and I did invest into Ubers, and I did invest into, taking her out, all these things are investments, you know what I mean? Because you're investing in what you believe in. Shout out to everybody who invested into what they believe in, because not many people do anymore. But it's going to have a different effect if I either I didn't love that person, or I was in the process of loving that person, or we both found out that what we both invested, because I'm not the only one investing, that we were better off friends.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can end up doing this investing and being with the person, but then turn around and find out that, you know what? The relationship aspect of whatever we had sucks. But I recognize that we're friends. So I'm going to always be there for you. I always answer your call. If you need me, I won't be Superman, but I'll be Batman. And you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I do definitely.
and I understand if you end up dating someone that I know, because at that end of the day, you're gonna want, we're all reflections of who we're around and who we spend the most time with.
Yeah.
We're a reflection of that. So, hey, we found out we were better off friends, although we had wonderful times for the last 3 or 4 years. So I'm not gonna be so concrete on being mad at both of them, because I understand why she did what she did, and I understand he want what I had. So, and I might be talking out of turn, but that's how I'm going to perceive it.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think it depends on the situation. If it was you were very invested, but it was like a stupid, messy breakup, and it was just this person really showed their ass, and they're really, the true colors did not paint a pretty picture, you know what I mean? And then one of my good friends is like, oh, I'm kind of interested in him. I'm like, girl, no. You know what I mean?
But you can't stop that.
I mean, I guess not, but at
No,
the
you
same
can't.
time, for me, it would just be really weird. You know what I mean? Just like, oh, okay, that's two different parts of my life coming together.
Right.
Even if they were like mutual friends all together in the first place, I think that would be even weirder. If it's two different parts of life, like, for example, I met my boyfriend at work and my best friend at school, and then they come together.
Right.
That is like two different worlds colliding.
Right.
And that's just kind of like, ooh, that's trippy. But if both of them are from school or both of them are from work or whatever the case is, that is a little different because it's the same environment that you have for both of them.
Right. So this leads me to this question. You know how we do. We spill into other areas.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't go to their wedding. You have to.
I guess that
Even if you don't want to be there, I'm greedy. As long as I get a slice of cake and maybe have a couple beers, I'm cool.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I do think it depends on the situation. Like, I'm a very situational person, and so if it was all mutually respectful, the way everything happened, then yeah, I'd go to their wedding. If it was, ooh, he was talking to me like while y'all were in a rough spot, and then I snatched him as soon as y'all were done,
Woo.
absolutely not. I would not go to that wedding.
Why?
Because that's just a messy situation. And they, in a way, backstabbed me into being together in the first place.
Right. But
Does it
who
make
knows?
sense?
But you know what? And you're gonna feel me when I say this because me and you vibe.
Hmm.
Sometimes you may need that middle piece to make two pieces that belong together to be together. Like, and don't get me wrong, I don't want you to take this out of context of what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Because I still have my certain aspects of what should be and what shouldn't be. So I don't want you to take it out of context. But sometimes things that are supposed to happen are going to always meet in the middle, and it always has to be a bridge for them both to cross. So who knows? Just who's to say, hypothetically, right, that you were the glue to make that happen, but you accept the fact, and this is why I said what I said earlier, you recognize that you and that person was better as friends anyway, regardless of what it could have been.
That's one thing, and I'm saying, like, if it were messy, if the whole situation was messy, then no. But if it was one of those glued together moments, I'd rather be glue than a stepping stone.
Woo!
I'd rather be what helped y'all get and stick together than something you had to put all your weight on and essentially crush
Right.
to get there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because, you crush a person and,
I'm not drinking, but cheers.
No. It's definitely a cheers, It's definitely a cheers. No, because you threw out there to allow a person to understand that, look, you don't mind being the glue. If that's what it was going to be and you recognize that person fall into...
And it was like a respectful situation.
Right.
But if you're going to do something to go behind my back...
Right.
If you're going to exactly step on my toes and...
Neck, back, to get...
Exactly.
To get what it was by crushing me in the middle, then at the end of the day...
Then that's not the kind of friendship I want.
No, it's not honorable.
Yeah,
what you're
it's
saying.
like, oh, hey, I dated him for a minute. It just really didn't work out. No fault of anybody's. I think you might like him. You
Right.
give it a try,
Right.
That's one thing. It's like, girl, this guy was an all-around, inside-out dick.
Okay, but you can't say that. Maybe that was your experience with that person, and that's what, and that's the point that I'm trying to bring to the table. Like, okay, I meet someone, we're invested. I'm investing, and
Right, but then he's still in my life when I don't want him in my life.
yeah, but like I said, you came to the conclusion that it's not right for you.
Yeah.
It isn't it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you thought it was what it was, and I'm sorry. After a 2-3 year period, 4-year period, we shouldn't have to waste 5, 6, 7 years of our life realizing that that isn't the person for us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess there's that getting over it phase. Like,
Right.
after a breakup, you're
Right.
you're sore, this, that, and the
True.
other. Your best friend turns around 2 weeks after, snatches it
Woo!
up. Hell no. But, if it's been a couple years, things have fizzled, people, evolve, and it's like, oh, okay, I know y'all had kind of a falling out. It's like, girl, you know what? It is what it is.
And
It
you
wasn't
know what?
right.
You
Go
know what?
for
You
it.
just added hot sauce.
What's that?
You just added hot sauce to the chicken, right?
Yeah.
Because now that I don't agree with.
What
The
do you mean?
the 2 week aspect.
Yeah, no, that's what
You know
I'm
what I
saying.
mean?
Like, that's
this-
what makes it messy.
You just said 2 weeks. Like, wait a minute, damn! I haven't even
processed and healed.
Nah, fuck the heal part, because the heal comes with time.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't processed the fact that me and this person may still be talking. We may still be hitting each other up on Facebook or Instagram. Whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
And we still hang out. We ain't together. We just realize that we're better as friends. The sexual aspect might not be there, but we're still cool. We're still here.
Right.
So when you said 2 weeks, it just made me, it was a wake up call. Like, wait a minute, 2 weeks? Like, I'm thinking more like, 6 months, 8 months later.
Right.
To you realizing that that's something that you guys wanted to do. 2 weeks is, to me, now we're getting into a disrespect stage.
That's
because
what
it's
I'm
all,
saying,
Yeah,
yeah.
2 weeks is definitely not. No. Somebody need their ass whooped. Shout out to somebody who need their ass whooped.